All right, guys. Happy Friday. Don't mind me. I'm all a mess. I've been doing stuff, but I finished most of it. I just got some laundry to fold. That's on my bed. I'll get to that later. Um, but I vac sealed my sugar, vac sealed my mac and cheese. I went out into the greenhouse and brought some plants from the grow shelf out there. Hey, Be Charming. Hey, Sassy Cat. I was just picking out my bunker. Your bunker? For real? Hey, Sassy Cat. I wish I had money for a bunker, but my house is going to have to do my basement. I got my pee and poop buckets down there, my food, my trash bag. I got everything down there, even my Coleman stoves. And so we would have to bunker down there. Um, Happy Friday, everybody. Uh, I have been in and out watching the live streams this morning, Crazy Irishes, and uh, I know I just saw that Canadian Preppers bunker thing. I didn't watch it, but it popped up on my feed thing. But I've been in and out. I go out into the green. It's 90 something. It's 92 in there, 93, and I have the windows open. So I brought a few things, tomatoes and cucumbers out there. Added some fish emulsion. I bottom watered them, and they're sitting out there in the 90-degree greenhouse. If it, I was gonna leave them out there and just put them up on the grow table where it'll be warmer, the heat rises overnight, because my watermelon has been out there overnight and hasn't even gotten nothing wrong with it. And I have so many cucumbers and tomatoes of different varieties up here that losing the few that are out there, we'll see. It's been warm enough, I guess, because the cucumbers. Hey, I know, Don. I go to the greenhouse and back. I don't go over by the swing set or the tree line or anything. And trust me, I'm looking down and checking every time I come in. And I have bare feet. I have my flip flops so that if there's one on me, I'll see it right away. Um, but I've been just doing stuff all day, often, in and out of the greenhouse. I upplanted a bunch that were getting taller. I planted them up in bigger pots, but I don't have too many more bigger pots that they can go in. The only pots I have are the big grow bags and big containers for when they're, ready to be done planting for good. So I may have to go down to the Dollar Tree and get some larger size ones like I got at the Ocean State. But I just finished vac sealing my mac and cheese and my sugar, and in and out of the greenhouse. I had some lunch, prepped my steaks for dinner tonight. That'll be a video too because Firefly gave me a bag of salt potatoes. I'm so excited. So I was going to save them for a good dinner, and steaks that I got from the butcher, not the regular grocery store. That's worthy of the potatoes to have. Thanks, Be Charming. This is the one. I can't remember, but it's dirty. I gotta wash it. Oh yeah, this is the one I think I got from New York Catskill. But yeah, I've been busy, and I just figured, you know what? I got some time. I have to sit down, and I have to do things in spurts. So I mixed up a batch of fish emulsion, and I didn't trip and fall and get it all over me. It did splatter on my toes, but I'll take a shower later. Not bad, but I added it to the bottoms of the trays that have my plants on them, and see if they perk up, and we'll see. My potatoes are coming through. I'm so excited. They're really popping through in the greenhouse. I think I put too many in the grow box, but that's okay. I'm learning. And but they're all green leaves. Hey, Chef Kicker. Green leaves. So excited. I love potatoes. The ones outside that I did first in the raised bed, the 4x4. Um, those were ones that I sprouted downstairs in my basement in a paper bag, but I left them down there too long. Hey, Lively. I left them down there and they oversprouted, got really long and white. They lost that color from the beginning sprout. So if they don't do anything soon, I'm going to pull them out of that bed and use that bed for something else, probably watermelons. Because I have a whole 4x8 bed of potatoes as well, and another 4x4 that both are starting to sprout. Or one is, the 4x8 is starting to sprout, and that's the bed I did last. And that's starting to sprout with real potato starts from the nursery. And they were at the perfect spot. They were at the perfect time frame to plant. The sprouts weren't too far sprouted. The ones I planted first were way too, they stayed in the bag way too long, and the sprouts, some of them were this long and they were white. And I know you're supposed to do them before they turn white. So I'll just pull them out, and I need a spot for watermelons anyway, because I have a lot of watermelons started. Hey, CJ. I had you guys on the big screen last night when I was watching on my TV. But what have you guys been doing today? Is it nice where you are? It is 58 outside, 60. Very, very windy. I keep hearing the winds hitting the greenhouse, and I keep hearing, I think it might be the roll-up side metal handles. Hey, Ark Wildman, how are you feeling? I heard you weren't feeling that great, and I saw your post. Are you getting any better, honey? It's nice to see everybody. I know I was in and out when Crazy Irishes was going. So I come in, have a cigarette, plop down, and listen. And oh my God, Giggles' little granddaughters. They're so cute. I haven't watched any videos. I got to sit down and just watch people's videos. I have to do that. Partly sunny here too. It's sunny here. Very windy though. Very, very windy. It's windy. I don't even know what the weather's for tomorrow. I gotta look. I still got I just dumped 2 baskets of laundry. One's towels, so it won't take so long, and the other's my clothes. And then I need to get into my room and go through all my clothes and move some into Sierra's closet, because I don't have a closet in my room. I just have a little shelf, a little hanging rack, because the room is tiny, just fits my bed. Hey, Sandra Moody. So that's on my I have a to-do list right here, and I cross things off as I get them done. Which I deposited some money into my stock thing. I'm learning stocks. It's a thing called Webull, Webull. My son got me into, and when you sign up, you get some free stocks. And the 3 free stocks they gave me was ADT and 2 others that are continually making money. One stock was $7.38 a share. The others were like $3.82 a share, but they're not losing. So that's good. My ADT one, I bought 3 more, because when you make your first deposits, you get 3 more free stocks. So my 3 was all ADT, and they've been just gaining, so they're doing good. But I'm learning, I'm watching, and I did deposit some money, and I invested in the Kraft Heinz stock, and I invested in BJ's and General Mills, and I do a couple each week, one maybe a week. I haven't paid more than like $60-$70 for a share. But I think I'm going to stop now and just watch those. My plan is just to leave it in there long term, and whatever happens, happens. But I figured those, everybody's grocery shopping, so those would be good stocks to do. And they're fluctuating because of everything going on, but they're very low risk, so I'm not going to just pull them out. it's something to help me learn to really read the thing. But um, my son, when he started, he bought one and it got up. I think it was like a couple $100 or $1,000 for this one stock, and he got it up to $90,000. And if he had just waited one more day, he would have and cashed out. He would have made that 90,000, but he cashed out a day early and got only 30,000. Yeah. He showed me a YouTube channel that's really good with it, that's helped teach him how to do it. So he's been following the guy's, you know, videos and stuff to learn. Uh, and I took it in college for a semester, and I just couldn't understand any of it the way he was talking. Yeah, Sandra. I don't have 401ks. Chris doesn't either. We just put our money in the, and we save our own money. And my sister and his mother lost $40,000 in 2008 and 9 crash or whatever. So we don't keep it in the 401k. We were talking about maybe starting his 401k at work with the lowest amount you could do. Um, Apparently his mother she inherited a lot of money from her mother, and she put some away for him when he retires. So, um, hey, Mountaineer Mama. Um, but he can't have that until if there's even any money left. She takes and takes out of it. So who knows? She said it would be there for when he retired, but with the way things are, who knows? So I just was this. It's just a little called Weeble. My son got me into, and I don't put a lot in there. I'm just dabbling. I'm kind of watching it during the day, and uh, yeah, that's what he said. The risk is safe, and I'm just gonna leave the stuff there and let it do its thing. And I haven't invested in a lot of money, so I'm not gonna lose a lot. I do want to get into the Walmart one, but it's like 170 something dollars a share. I do want to get at least one of those. Um, but I have to wait until his truck that we finish paying off the truck repairs on that. Then I might buy one share and see what happens. Oh, the newest referral promotion for it is if you refer one person and they sign up, you get 15 free different shares. And they pick them. Get 15 free stocks by referring one friend to open an account. That's how I signed up. Is my son signed me up under him referral. He got 3 and I got 3 free ones. And then when I made my deposit, I got 2 more free ones, or vice versa. I got 2 free, and then after my first deposit, I got 3 more free. But yeah, I figure, you know what? It's something I can watch on my. Hey, the orchid. Hey, Firefly. I noticed today it's gone down a little for some of them. Like the 3 free ones they gave me was ADT, Santander, and Genworth Fin something Inc. And the Genworth keeps going up. That hasn't lost anything. General Mills is up. ADT has been up. I have 5 shares of that. I have a BJ share, a Kraft Heinz, ADT, 5 of those, because they gave me 3. Banco, Santander, General Mills, and Genworth. And I've only been doing it for like not even a month. So those are the only ones that I'm going to do. And just keep watching. He'll be there for dinner. Well, I have 3 steaks out. So do I need to pull out another one, or are you just messing with me? Because I I got 3 steaks marinating, Todd, me, and Chris, and then the salt potatoes. Salt potatoes. I'm going to do a video on it. I've been just going. They did have a fire. Yeah, I heard, Don. I heard. But it was a low amount to invest in it, so I figured I'd do it because my thought is, and this is taking it from someone who shops, people have to go shopping. So why not invest in food right now? I can always pull it out and sell it if I need to, but why not invest it in the food and where the money's going? Where are people spending their money right now to live? And they are eating to live. I was thinking of Scott's too. Scott's Miracle Grow company. I was looking. I have that on my watch list because everybody's gardening right now. So that would be a good one to watch. And let me see what the shares are. The shares are $102 a share and 75 cents. And I look at like the trends and all that. I don't really understand all that, but right now is growing season, and what are people buying? Miracle Grow more than because they know the name. That's what I've gotten some of, Miracle Grow. So I'm watching it, and we'll see because I can always let it ride during growing season, and then also for their lawns, people are sprucing up their lawns. So after the season is over, I can probably sell it. So I'm kind of reading and hey, Watt Life. Yeah, there won't be grains. I know. I tried to find like the freeze dried food companies, but I wasn't finding anything. So I don't know the names. I'd have to look up what their names are for the stock. They go by little letters abbreviations. So I don't know. I've just been dabbling in it since he started me on it about a month ago, and we'll see. I'm not putting too much money into it. But yeah, paid some bills this morning, my electric and my cable, and on Chris's work truck repair bill, and I've just been doing stuff around here, and I've been listening and getting in chat when I stop and have a cigarette break. But I figured I'd come in and say hello and. How's everybody else though? Don't have much really to say. I just figured I'd pop in, and I got my Dr. Earth. I got because they had sent me the wrong product. I had bought some high phosphate bloom that Deep South had puts on his stuff, and they sent me the wrong bottle. So I just finally got the right bottle in. I did my Thrive Life order. They're selling out fast. People are really stocked because the 25th, I believe, is the last day of the sale, isn't it? Is this? Yep, the 25th. So I got my order in. I did 2 orders actually. But I kind of want to see what's going on for May sale. See what I went downstairs and took an inventory of things that I'm low on that I want to get more of. Yeah, Sandra, I know. So I haven't done that one, but I'm looking at it because it would be a good one just for the season and then sell it. Pressure canning and vac sealing everything. Yeah, that's what I just got finished doing. I vac sealed 4 bags of sugar, 4 boxes of Kraft mac and cheese that I got that have been sitting on the table. I did them in mason jars. They're all sitting over there because I watched the lids for about a week or so before I put them downstairs. Make sure the lids didn't pop. Repotted some plants, and I've just been doing everything that I've been putting off. Oh, that's good, Orchid. I know. I love to organize my stuff. I do. I gotta go do my bedroom. Locked my account, telling me to try later. Well, why don't you call them? Call the IT. Call straight to, they'll get it right done over the phone. I would be charming. Um, I had to call them actually yesterday because they deposited $80 into my account. And I knew it wasn't my commission because I already got my commission. And so she took care of it right on the phone. She couldn't figure out why, so she called me right back. And it was because back in 2021, in February or between February and June, there was a mix up or some kind of error and it didn't pay everybody out correctly. So the person that was handling it back then is no longer working there and it never got finished. So somebody in the money part of it realized it and worked on my account and deposited $80. But I had called them because I knew it wasn't my commission for recently, and I didn't want to keep money that wasn't mine. She's like, nope, that's your money. It was an error on our part back in 2021, June, and you're free to, that's your money. So I was like, okay, but yeah, so call them. You get more done over the phone. They fix those things right away. Hey, Joe Morgan. Yeah, free money. I know. It was a mess up on their end. $80 is $80. I could transfer it over to my bill account or I'm just leaving it in my Thrive account right now because I just took some money out of my Thrive because I take my money out of the bank and I hope my plants do good this year. I really do. I am actually paying attention to the fertilizers and stuff I use, and I created this notebook. So every time I go out and do something, I put the date and what I've done. And then these monthly planners I got at the Dollar Tree. I have one for tomatoes, one for cucumbers, general plants, like the radishes, the lettuces, and then I have one for onions and potatoes. And whenever I do something like to the potatoes, when I planted them, where I planted them outside in the greenhouse or the raised beds, I jot it down. What I used, if I used Dr. Earth or fish emulsion or 10-10-10, and then I keep track of when I have to do it again, and I jot it down. Whoops. So one is like every 2 months. One is, fish emulsion every 2 weeks per Deep South Homestead, and then calcium nitrate too to help with blossom end rot. So I'm just getting antsy. I want to get out there and do it. The weather's just not cooperating. Hey, Equine. I haven't slept good. Last night I was up tossing and turning. I was in pain. I think I'm gonna have to pull out my Tylenol PM. And I was having hot flashes. How you doing, Equine? Yeah. Most of the stuff that needs to be in the house right now is in the house. Everything else is cool weather stuff. But today I brought out some stuff, tomatoes and cukes, and put them in the 90-degree greenhouse just to get, because the wind's blowing. So I wanted them to get that rustling to strengthen they call it hardening off. You bring them out for a little while and then you bring them back in when it gets nighttime. Oh, congratulations, Firefly. Happy house anniversary. The orchid. I'm selling Scentsy candles, soaps, tumblers. Wow. Well, good luck. That's what I'm doing with my Thrive Life. I have a website for that, and that's making me extra money because it's booming right now. The Thrive Life is booming. They can't even keep it in stock. Those freeze dryers are going all day, every day. It's insane because everybody's waking up. So We have a really good sale this week till the 25th, guys. It's the spring sale. It is instant milk, which I stocked up on, tomato powder, green beans, blackberries, mashed potatoes, mushroom pieces, strawberries, green peas, confetti cake bites, which is something new, instant pinto beans and instant red beans, instant black beans, butter powder, gluten-free flour, and honey crystals. I stocked up on the red beans, the pinto beans, and the milk. And we also have the regular April sale, which I don't have that flyer on me. So this is like one of the 3 big sales we have every year: the spring sale, then the back to school sale, and then there's a Black Friday sale or something. But this is the first. Then they sneak other sales like appreciation sales in. Oh, the mushrooms are sold out. I haven't gone on today. I actually have to go on there. But I did my order and mine says it's shipped. So, hey, Steel Tree, your weeping cherry tree is flowering. Awesome. Those are pretty. Let's see. I'm going to go into my Thrive. Now, don't forget, if you join as a customer, you have your own referral code. And if you refer people and they order off of your referral code, you get free product. You get credit towards free product, and it will go right into your dashboard where you do your ordering, and you can use it. I know one of my customers, she does every 2 months, she does a huge $1,000 to $1,500 order, but my commission isn't on that. It's on a lower amount because she has other people that order and they use her referral code. So she makes money, credit, and she uses it on her orders. And that's kind of how I found out about it, because I didn't even remember about we all get a referral code. Every customer gets their own referral code. So yeah, that's a good way to get free product if you don't want to sign up as a consultant, because I got thousands of dollars of free product when I signed up as a consultant, just from people ordering. And then yeah, Firefly, my weeping cherry didn't do great this year, but my Kwanzaa cherry is loaded. We don't have any fruit trees. I have some blueberry trees, which I gotta go and weed them out and add the acidity stuff to it that I bought. I gotta do that. I just don't want to go over there because of the ticks and the grass. Ugh. I really don't. Oh wow, I haven't checked in a couple days, and I have a bunch more orders. People are there. I noticed they're stocking up, which is good. Very, very good, because I am really worried. I'm not worried, but my concern is with the fall and winter. It seems like that's where I'm always concerned, is just having what we need for the fall and winter. Chris. Hey, there's Miss Sierra. It's her last day of vacation. Well, besides tomorrow and Sunday, and then back to school. And I think they got MCAS again. But they didn't really do too much. We didn't go anywhere or do anything exciting because of Chris's truck thing. We got to get that paid by the second week of June. So, plus they don't really like to do much. I asked them, and she could have called her friends and made an arranged to have, a hangout day, but she didn't. She don't like to. But yeah, he worked 63 hours last week, got a nice check today. He's taking tomorrow off from working because my son, Sierra, can you bring me a water, honey, please? My son had tickets to motocross, and his wife decided not to go because it'd be all day of over 12 hours without being with the baby. And you're gonna mess with me? She's messing with me. So she decided they asked Chris, but he had to pay $100 for the ticket because it's a VIP ticket apparently. And so So between that and food and maybe a t-shirt or something, that was a couple $100 right there that we weren't expecting to pay out. But he works so freaking hard. And from this point on, he's going to be taking I guess they've got a lot of work.
And like, I mean, motocross is worth it.
I know, I guess. But he came home yesterday and was saying how they are having a boatload of work coming up. Boatloads. So from this point on, it'll be 60-hour weekdays, 60-hour a week. You know. She's in and out like the wind. So from here on out, it's going to be working straight Saturdays while they're offering it, because they don't always offer it. And we're going to be banking for the winter, you know, getting ahead on our mortgage for the winter like we did last year. Now that I know how his work is in the winter, he missed a day or two every week. But he kept working pretty much, just missed a day or two. And he's going to have vacation time built up now. So he could use a vacation day if he misses a day. You know, but I want him to save some vacation days for hunting season too. Because he can go fishing on Sundays with my son and not have to miss work. But my mind is always going, guys. I'm always planning, paying ahead on things, especially the mortgage. I have 6 bottles of Seven Dust outside, Eric. I bought it last year. Does that really work for ticks? I'd have to look on the bottle. Because I'll go sprinkle it around my yard, around the blueberry bushes and stuff. I did get in, I have an order through Gurney for one more blueberry top hat, but I also got these hybrid jelly beans. They're little baby cherry tomatoes. They came in today. But I still have so many tomatoes I already started. Then I found these baby boomers. I've been trying to get Chris to sit down and we'll do a live stream together, but he gets home so late. We wanted to give out seeds. It's going to be, hey, Hutch, it's going to get past the point of, I guess we could give the seeds away and you could use them for next year probably. But I wanted to do a subscriber appreciation live stream, but he's been going in sometimes at 4:00 in the morning. So I have to get out of his bedroom and go to bed early. So he can go to sleep. So we can't even do a live stream lately. How you doing, Hutch? I was watching you guys last night. Oh my God, me and Chris were cackling. Oh my God. When it was backwoods. He had himself in stitches. He was laughing so hard. Oh, was it about Pepper Stedding? Maybe you guys were picking on him. we were watching it before we went to sleep. I wish we could stay up later and join you guys. I know Chris does. He wishes, but he's, like I said, he's been going to work so early in the morning that he needs to get some sleep. Is it? All right. Well, I got 5 or 6 bottles that I bought last year. I never did anything with them. I try to be grown. Oh my God, but it was so funny. It was, did Stedding ever fix his refrigerator? Did he find out if it was the inverter or if it was his refrigerator? He just replaced that refrigerator and he was bummed about it because he had some nice stickers on it, his old one. And then it shit the bed. I feel bad if the freaking refrigerator died because he just got that. He just got that. I don't know. It's not, you know what? It's going to go off. My alarm's going to go off to pick up the kids from school. I never shut it off. At 2:20, it's going to go off. I don't want to mess with it because if I shut it off, I won't remember to put it back on for Monday. I won't remember. So did you get your greenhouse done, Hutch? I was watching those videos. I'm going to have to go back. I haven't had much time to watch many videos. I got a whole bunch I got to watch because I have to keep going in and out of the greenhouse out here. It gets 90 degrees in there and it's only 60 degrees outside. We use cottonseed meal for ticks. Not sure if they got it fixed. Cottonseed meal? I never heard of that. Hi, Lori's World. Do you buy that in the store or is that something that grows in your yard? I've never heard of that. You have a better growing season, I think, than we do here. It's still really chilly out. It's windy as all get out right now. But it's 90 in my greenhouse. I had to open the windows. All right, Eric Johnson. Lori's World. Are you growing anything yet, Lori's World? I apologize. I haven't been watching any videos. I just haven't had time to sit down. And then every time I sit down, I feel guilty. Like I have guilt going right now because I could be doing something. Like I have 2 baskets of laundry I dumped on my bed that have been sitting out here for 2 days, but I just didn't want to do it. I just finished vac sealing. I'm going, and I'm like, you know what? I want to sit down for a few minutes. Oh, it looks like rabbit pellets. We don't have any feed stores around here. I wish we did. We don't. Well, we have a Tractor Supply, but I've never gone to the feed part because we don't have animals. But, oh, I'm writing that down, Hutch. Because I don't like ticks. It's still red. It has no ring around it, but it's still red. It's going away. She prescribed me antibiotics because that sucker was in my leg. And I thought it was a mole that I got overnight or something because it was dangling off me. And I went to pull it and I grabbed the body of it. It wouldn't come out. So I grabbed it again and yanked him out. Thank God the head was still attached to him. And I had him in a baggie all day because I thought I had to bring him to the doctor with me. And he was walking around all day in that baggie. So it's called cottonseed. But I'll try anything to keep the ticks away because I'm a mess now. I am like so full of anxiety that I just watch I look between my toes every time. Now I don't even wear socks outside because I'd rather see it on my bare skin so I can see it. Because it was on my pant leg probably, and I had fleece pants on and I couldn't tell because it was black and dark green. So I couldn't tell there was a tick, and it crawled up all night long, and over 2 days it crawled up and settled, and I was losing my shit. Excuse my language, but I was losing my shit because I was in the shower crying when I found it, and I immediately called the doctor, and they couldn't get me in there. So they prescribed antibiotics, strong dose that I took 2 pills, and that was it. 100 milligrams each of doxycycline or something. Cottonseed meal, and it's for ticks. I'm gonna write that. I'll go sprinkle that shit. I have one of those Scott spreader. You push it. I will go push that all over the yard. Okay. That's good. That's good. Your greenhouse is doing good. You got to redo your roof. I'm used to ticks, believe it or not, because my parents live in the boondocks. 52 acres of woods. I am used to it when I was younger, but I always knew that they were on me and got them off. This one, couldn't even tell it was on me. It must have attached to my clothes and just crawled around for days, 2 days at least. And I didn't feel a thing. And I was losing my mind. I gave myself headaches because I knew it once it attaches. My brother got Lyme disease when he was a kid, and he's in his 20s now and still battles it. So I made it this far to 50. And then boom, I go outside, and I think I was when I went over to the shed, honestly. And I have a habit of going out in my slippers. So now I leave my slippers out on the porch, and I don't even I was a mess because I check my kids every time they go outside. I'm always checking them, driving them crazy. I would probably lose my mind now. I worried about that. I still check it every once in a while today. But I'm staying right in my zone where my greenhouse is, and it's away from the trees and all that. And I go down the same path, and now I take my socks off and I just go in my flip flops or my bare feet because I don't like to wear shoes. I'm not a shoe person. Me and my younger brother, we just don't like to wear shoes. I like to go bare, just like you. I like to be barefoot or in my flip flops or something. I don't like having shoes on. It's 2 o'clock here already. Jeez. I gotta make a note to order some more butter, steakhouse butter or whatever, Kinders. They sent me a packet, two little packets of samples because I bought the prime rib rub because I saw Lake Ferry and I saw Giggles with them. So I figured I'd try them, and they sent me these little sample ones that can do 2 steaks each packet. And oh my God, the buttery steakhouse. That's what I put on tonight for our steaks. I bought the last time I went to the butcher to get stock up on my chicken about a month or so or two ago. I splurged and I bought Chris a $20 porterhouse, and I bought myself a Delmonico, and I threw them in the freezer for a special occasion, when we wanted a steak. Because I usually get the cheap ones from the store when they're on sale for like $6.99 a pound or something, and I stock up and I vac seal. These ones were sealed in the butcher wrapper paper, and so when Firefly sent me those salt potatoes, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pull out those steaks. It's a Friday night. Chris has worked hard all week, so I'm gonna make him a nice steak with those potatoes that she sent. I don't have any more nice steaks in the freezer now. It's all the cheap store ones, but he deserves it. He works hard for all of us over here. But he likes to work. He likes being gone to work. He comes home and I'm listening for a good 45 to an hour about everything. I don't know these people from Adam, but he talks about them. I do have some more blueberries in the freezer, so I think I might make another batch of blueberry muffins for him to bring to work next week. They love my blueberry muffins, so I've been making blueberry muffins every once in a while, and he goes to work with like 30 of them. All the guys love it, so I'm going to do that. I have a little more blueberries left. I might do that. Then after that bag, I got to use up the ones that I picked from my parents' blueberry bushes last year. Those are in the freezer too. I got to make room for my chocolate candies and stuff. Get those blueberries out of the freezer. Because now I have my Thrive Life blueberries too. Plus, this summer I'll be up picking more blueberries at my parents'. They have like 50 trees. They get more every year. But that's something we haven't really done is any fruit trees. I have the 3 or 4 little blueberry trees, but we don't have apple trees or anything because he keeps saying where we would put them would be over by our leach field. And we can't because the roots would wrap around the pipes and stuff and damage everything. So we can't plant over there. We could plant in the middle of the yard, but it would be in the way. So we don't have any trees. I got a miniature top hat dwarf blueberry one coming, and I had one that I planted out there with the other little 3 dwarf trees. But a deer tried to smash through the cage that he put up around the blueberry trees. He built cages around it, and one's all bent in from the deer, probably pushing on it to try to get it. Pinocchio. Yeah, my parents are alive. Why wouldn't they be? I hope you're not a troll. And if you are, do your best. I don't get bothered by trolls. Buttery Steakhouse. Yeah, kicking it. Perfect opportunity to use my last package of Buttery Steakhouse on steaks that I got at the butcher and Firefly's taters. She sent me salt taters, guys. Yes, she did. Firefly, you're not working today? Oh, you are? That's good. Get it while you can. That's what Chris's intentions are, is to just work while he can. You know, now that the weather's, I guess they got lined up jobs and jobs and jobs lined up from what he was saying yesterday. Yeah, I could do the same thing. I have tons of salt, and Steading gave me some really good sea salt, some really good salt containers that have the real salt. They're in little vials, and it's from, I forget the company, but it's like real salt that people get it from. And I could do the same thing because I read the bag. It's basically you add the water, and then you add the salt into the water, and then when it boils, you add the potatoes. That's it. So I could do that with my baby potatoes that I grow. I might do that when my potatoes start when our potatoes are getting ready to be harvested. What kind of salt is in there? In what, the bag? Let me see. I can't believe you shipped this. This thing is heavy. Oh my God. The real taste of summer. Let me open the bag. Let's see. Now, the last time I had this was when Firefly came up here and she brought them and she made them because this is something she knows about. Let's see. We don't have these around here. I'd have to have them shipped. But I suppose when I get my potatoes, look at these. I love these baby potatoes. Those are my favorite. I bet you the salt is, oh, the packet's way at the bottom. Ugh. Holy cow. These are 5 pounds. Hinner Waddles Inc., Syracuse, New York. I don't know what kind of potatoes. It doesn't say. Rinse before cooking. But they like white potatoes. And then this is the bag of salt. Wow, that's a lot of salt.
What the hell?
Sierra!
There's a bug!
So
I looked down as I'm cutting my apple and there's like a fly.
she's got a fly on her apple. It doesn't say, but they're white potatoes, so I'm thinking maybe they're like, they could be anything. I don't know. I don't know my potatoes. But that's a lot of salt. So, and this is the salt Steading gave me. He gave me a bunch of vials of this. It's the real salt. Ancient fine sea salt. Oh my God, I need my, oh great. I just jammed my drawer with my, goodness. I think it's my tape dispenser. just broke it. You know, guys, you get to see all my disasters. And I turned on something in here. What the frig? Oh, goodness Lord. I have a tape. Anyway, I'll figure it out and Chris will show it. What happened? Do you guys see me? I just circled. Do you guys still see me? Friggin' A. Oh, I can't even get the thing out. Anyway, let's see. I'm having issues, people. So it says real salt. Redmond. Ancient fine sea salt. Amazing taste and unrefined mineral salt. Mined in America. The Redmond Company. Gotta use my magnifying glass. Now I gotta figure out how to get all this, my drawer out. Well, it's just a white, a little clear, hold on. One moment, please. It's the, tape dispenser, this little plastic freaking tape dispenser that I had. Oh, it's breaking in pieces. Because my desk has this tray. And it has this tray that has cutouts in it for things. And I guess... Oh, for flip's sakes. Oh. There we go. I broke it all to smithereens. Doesn't belong in here. It was too tall. I can take out the tray, see? But then everything would be all over the place. As long as everything's flat, I guess I'm okay. Keep like my... Bet you my stapler is even too tall. No, I just can't put that. All right. I'm back, y'all. Sorry. Not just a spatula. I use this to pop all my lids on my jars when I'm opening a jar. And obviously it did the trick there too. Anyway. There you go, Be Charming. See, one phone call usually is all it takes. They take care of everything right there on the phone. They want happy customers, trust me. I need a cigarette. Lewis. I did a video today of me making my tuna peanut pocket, marinating my steaks, running out to the greenhouse, showing off some things in there. It's kind of like what Lee did today on a Friday video, because I really haven't been making any videos. I got to get back into it, but the stuff that I've been making for dinner has been kind of the same things I've already made videos on here and there. It's just been so busy that I haven't been able to really focus on doing any new recipes. Oh, she had others with the same issue. See there? I always call if I can chat with them on the chat. I do that, but I always like to call and I keep a name, a log of everything. It's still showing 60 on my computer. So once the temp goes down a little bit, I'm going to go shut the greenhouse doors and keep the heat in for the night. I might just leave those plants out there. I have so many here that if they don't make it, they don't make it. I have double, triple the amount on my grow shelves. We probably should have brought all the other grow shelf up like we did last year, but we didn't. I could have probably used it. Just no room over there. Katie, I think is who I talked to yesterday. Darcy, I talked to Darcy. Yeah, so now Sierra and Todd, they went to have their cleanings the other day, and they have 2 cavities each. They never had cavities until they got their braces. It's harder to floss and everything with braces, so they got 2 cavities, but the cavities are below the gum line, so they can't even get to them unless they do a what do they call it? Oh, they had to refer to a periodontic. It's called gingiv
Gingivectomy?
something like that. Gingivectomy or
Gomectomy?
it's gingiplasty. So, but one of hers, they're both in the back. And one of them, even if they did that gingivectomy and then tried to fill it, the cavity, it probably is too far gone. So we're just going to have that last one pulled. She said you could have a root canal or just have it pulled. I said, I'm not doing a root canal, not on a 14-year-old. Just pull it. She's got overcrowding anyways. So, and it's the very last one, then it would be the wisdom after that. So if she has it pulled, maybe when the wisdom starts coming out, it wouldn't be hurting her because there wouldn't be crowded. She has a lot of crowding in her mouth. And so one of them was going to be pulled, then it would just be the gingivectomy on one. Todd's got to have 2 pull the gum away from the tooth so they can fill the cavities. I had all 4 of my wisdom teeth pulled at the same time when I was in my 20s, of all things, because they would poke through every once in a while and it would hurt. So I just had them all pulled. So I don't have any wisdom back there. But I was not going for it. My sister had root canal and it didn't work, and she had to have a second one on the same tooth. I'm like, no, nope, just pull it. It'll give her more room in the back anyway. You can't see it anyway in the back. It's the last freaking tooth. Time the ambulance would get here and take me to the hospital would be about 45 minutes. Hey, as long as you know how to deal with it all, do it yourself. Just make sure it's very clean. Yeah, so that's been my day. It's just been a day of getting a lot of the things done on the, getting things on my kitchen table done and up potting plants, doing the fish emulsion, which I've been dreading ever since last year when I fell with the fish emulsion and it got all over me. I haven't wanted to do it, but it really helps the plants. So, in another 2 weeks, I'll do some more. let's see. Oh, and my onion sets are sprouting, some of them. I got some because I tried from seed and I couldn't get the onions to grow. So I bought some sets first. Those are starting to sprout, some of them in the greenhouse. And then I bought some from Dixondale Farms, the onion transplants. And I transplanted those out the other day. So those are looking good too. But I'm learning I don't have to do everything from seed, especially ones I have trouble with. The onions I have trouble with. And also the lettuce. But I have some lettuce that I finally started again. And I put it out on the porch where it's cooler instead of in the house, and it's thriving. And some broccoli that are about this tall, I got to transplant those too. I just have to go and get some more good sized pots. I have the big pots that they would end up in, but I don't know. I think I still have to wait a little bit. They're very thin plants, so I have to wait until they get a little bigger. Shift Kicker, Be Charming, Sandra Moody, what are you guys doing for dinner tonight? Do you guys know? Don Light, what is all you guys doing for dinner? Give me some ideas. Where are my recipes? Oh, let me see. I had a folder with all my recipes. It's somewhere over here. I got to fill out this paperwork for their appointments. Where's my recipes? I don't know. I got to go through and find a new recipe to do. Yeah, make sure you keep it clean, Louis. They're really tiny plants, though. Like the lettuce is really tiny. So is the broccoli, very thin. It looks like if I mess with it right now, I would just kill it because the stems are so thin right now. I got to wait a little bit. I might just have to thin them out and take some out of the smaller ones. Lazaric Unleashed. Steak we're having. I marinated the steak in the buttery Kinders and the salt potatoes with the steak. I pulled out the porterhouse from Ed Stearns for you, Lazaric. So if you could come home at a decent time, would be nice. Give me a text when you're just wrapping up your last job so that we can put them out on the grill, or I can do them I would prefer to do them outside on the grill because I don't really want to do a lot of dishes. And if I use the Ninja Foodie grill, then I got to clean that whole thing. I prefer to just do it out on the outside grill. And that's a job for you, depending on how late you get home. Air fryer Parmesan chicken. Oh my God. Can you send me the recipe for that? Do you make your own coating? Shift Kicker. I really would like to see a picture after, if you could send that to me. Especially the air fryer. I haven't done that in the air fryer yet. I use my air fryer for French fries and chicken nuggets. That's it. Just water. I got blood poisoning from sending the germs in with peroxide. How's your day going, Chris? I've been in the mood to watch Z Nation and Fear the Walking Dead. I want to go back to the beginning and start watching Fear the Walking Dead. I haven't even finished watching Walking Dead yet. I stopped at like the 8th season, I think it was. I have a recipe, actually. Where is it? Let's see. What is that? I have so much crap on my desk. I had a folder here with recipes that I wanted to try. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Because if I don't get it now, I'm going to forget about it. It's my cord to my computer. Where's that? I have to clean up my area. I have to clean up my area. Here they are. All right. Air fryer bacon wrapped steak bites. It looked really good. Yes. Beef tenderloin, skirt steak, ribeye, or New York strip are great options. And then you just wrap it with the bacon and salt and pepper and you put it in the air fryer. I've never done anything like, well, I did the beef brisket and I didn't care for it. And then I had a 3-ingredient apple pie cake that I wanted to try. Apron Strings did a chicken cordon bleu casserole that I want to try. Oh, and I did this one already, so that's got to go in this. So those are my latest recipes that I have out that I want to try. So since I'm doing steak tonight, maybe I'll do the chicken cordon bleu casserole for our next meal. So that's going to go right here so that I can keep that out. And I got to put my seeds away. Got a mess over here. 4 loads today so far. Wow. Oh, yeah, Firefly. That book was hilarious. I'm going to use that book on the challenge. Is that the fig and pear?
Yeah, it smells so good.
Yeah, I used mine yesterday, actually. He liked that book. Oh my! So I'm going to use that. I'm still going to do that challenge. Maybe I'll do that later this afternoon because I was going to use that book because I sat and read it, and so did Chris. So funny. And I got a few other books. Walking Dead sounds too much like marriage. I love Walking Dead. I watch it. I can watch it over and over, and I find new things that I didn't notice before. But yeah, I've been on over an hour already. I just in the mood to like lay down. I watched a movie called Rust Creek last night. That was pretty good. Then we have our regular shows like Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, 911, Lone Star. I really like that one. And then the regular 911. At the end of the night, I just like to bacon wrapped smoked salmon, bacon wrapped smoked yellowtail tuna. I never had. Chris might like that, but I don't like salmon. Tuna fish I can handle, but I have to put mayonnaise and sweet relish in there. That's what I did a video today of me making for lunch. I took a half a pita pocket and that was my lunch. Because I had dropped my can of tuna and dented it all up, so I wanted to use it. Dented it right on the bottoms. Every time I sit still, I just feel like there's stuff on me now because of that tick. And there's not. You just never know, you know? You just never know. So now I just check myself, like under my pant leg, under my legs and stuff, because I didn't go out with any shoes on. I wonder where Giggles is. I wonder if she's napping. I got to do some more laundry. And I've been doing stuff all day. I'm getting tired. I did go around the yard yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, and picked up all the loose branches that were out there with the brown leaves on it that blew in from other people's yards the last few months. And I watch Robbie and Gary Easy Gardening. She's from California, and she grows in colored totes, different colored totes. And she takes her food scraps and she takes her dried up leaves and her she makes her own soil and she grows in those totes, and it's always looks so beautiful. So I have a few totes that I've started with all my kitchen scraps from my cucumbers and my onions and lettuce and things like that. And then I throw my toilet paper roll tubes in there, and you can do shredded paper. And she drills holes in the bottom, and she lets the worms come up and feed off of that. And that's how she gets her soil. And she'll add just a little bit of potting mix on the top, but not a whole lot. It's mostly handmade soil, and she grows beautiful stuff. So I started that. He put together a little piece of long wood and on some blocks so that I could put some of those totes on there. And because I grew tomatoes in the totes last year, 18-gallon totes. And I threw 3 of my tomato plants that I didn't have any hope of them living. They were on their way out, and I just threw them in there together with some soil. And they were the first tomatoes to sprout tomatoes. So the tote worked really good. So I'm thinking with natural food broken down and compost, I'll do pretty well. And with everything I have here on the shelves, I'm not even going to have enough space probably for everything in my raised beds and in the greenhouse. So I would have to do them in my fabric pots or my bins. Yeah, kicking it. Kiwi, strawberries, lobster, scallops, and crab meat tossed green salad with cucumbers and mushrooms and a shrimp cocktail. Oh my God. Sierra loves kiwis. Lobster, scallops, and crab meat tossed with green salad and cucumbers. I can't even afford lobster right now. I could, but I don't want to go get it. It's so expensive. I have bags of shrimp down in the freezer. I might do a shrimp shrimp dinner. Chris has got some salmon down there, I believe. I did all containers last year. Everything was in containers because we didn't have the raised beds yet. Oh no, we did have the tomato raised bed. That's right. We had that one tomato one. But I don't mind container gardening because it's easy and you can move them around if you need to. Remember when Chris was out there moving the fabric pots around during that thunderstorm and lightning? Oh, I have the same problem kicking it where my hair just tickles me and I'm pulling my hair off. We don't eat sweet potatoes, Be Charming, so I don't grow those. But my regular potatoes, I did good last year. And it was my first time growing potatoes, and we just did it. I can't find my potato bags. They might be, I don't know. We have them everywhere. Um, I grew them in potato bags, which I don't know. I don't know. I got a whole bed that doesn't seem to be doing anything, so I might just dig them up and be done with that bed, and then I could use that bed for the watermelons when it's time to go out. I'm giving it a little bit longer, and if they don't sprout through by the time that maybe a month before I can put the watermelons out, because you have to have time to amend the soil up again. So if they don't sprout by May in that 4x4, then I'm taking them out and refreshing the soil, and I'm going to do watermelons in there. I have like 3 to 4 bags of Coast of Maine soil left, so I can do a lot of pots with that. And I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to do pots because there's not enough space for everything that I started. My phone. Spam. Rotini pasta, crab meat, onion, green pepper, and mayo mixed together. Oh, I could do it shrimp too, Sandra Moody. One moment, please. I got to write this down, you guys. Rotini pasta. I make my shrimp, my scallops, my crab meat, and I mix all that up in a frying pan with olive oil and garlic, and I mix it with my rotini pasta. I did a video on that once, and I'll eat off that for days. And I sprinkle Parmesan cheese on top and warm it up. Rotini pasta, crab meat, onion, green pepper, and mayo. Oh. Oh, that sounds good. Thought she had a store pickup. Oh. Bourbon sloppy joes. Add a good bourbon to your sloppy joe. Stuff in the pan. Let it cook down. The alcohol cooks out. Yeah. That would be more for Chris. I don't like the taste of it. But I would try that. I'm going to write that down too. Bourbon sloppy joes. Because Chris likes sloppy joes. I don't care for sloppy joes. But he would like that. That's a good way to change things up. Because I have 4 brioche rolls that I need to do something with before they get too hard. Shrimp, yeah. Yeah, Sandra, I'm about the same. I do it by measures. But yeah, I think I might try that. I have tons of shrimp downstairs. And I think I have some packages of crab meat with some onions and oh my God. I got Thrive Life green pepper. Mm-mm-mm. But they wouldn't be crunchy. You want crunchy green peppers. I'd have to get a fresh green pepper. I wrote it down. I'm gonna try stuff. I'm gonna try new stuff. I was looking in the Johnny Seed catalog, and there's all these. I want to grow more determinants, and I found out they have onion starts as well, not just Dixondale Farms. So I might order from them next year. Although Dixondale was a lot cheaper. But I was looking in here at the tomatoes and I have so many seeds I don't need to buy anymore, but I like the different varieties. So I might buy a couple of the different varieties just to have. But yeah, I was looking at that. I'm still waiting on a bunch of stuff. I ordered calcium nitrate, which and neem oil. It seems to be taking forever to get. That was from Amazon. NutriCal from Junk Seeds. My dad recommends that. I'm still waiting for my Thrive Life order too, and that don't usually take this long. I got 6 bags of Dr. Earth coming. And then on my Facebook, they had Baker's Creek seeds. They had these little mini tomato plants that give off little cherry tomatoes. They were $5 each. So I bought 2 of those. They're called Orange Hat tomatoes. They're so tiny. They're like that tall. So you could put them in a tiny little pot. So I ordered 2 of those to try. Yeah, I would do the shrimp and the green peppers. And maybe celery. I don't do broccoli, so I would do celery in that. With some mayo. Oh, and the baby shrimp from Thrive Life. I got tons of it. Oh, yeah. I might do that. Okay. I'm writing that down. I'm going to do a video on it. The shrimp from Thrive Life because I still got some I got to use. Thank you, Sandra Moody. I'm going to use my Thrive Life shrimp. You guys give me such good ideas. All right, I'm going to go 10 more minutes. I'm going to go 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to bow out and go check the greenhouse. see what the temperature is in there. Because it'll be almost 3 o'clock. And I might have to go down to the store and get celery because you want crunchy celery. You don't want Thrive Life celery in that. I probably would have to go get a small thing of celery. 6 square yards of triple necks and seeds. What are triple necks? Oh, I don't like rhubarb. My parents grow rhubarb up there. I don't like it. I do too, and I don't make it enough, Sandra. I like cold salads, and I have enough elbows that I could have cold salads forever. And I like the little ditalini too. The ditalini pasta for cold salads. Oh, yeah. Oh, that ditalini would be good. Mm-mm-mm. What's triple necks? Topsoil. Oh, okay. We spent over $1,000 on all our soil. We got Coast of Maine Stonington blend. We got um, Bonnie's Harvest Select. We got some Miracle Grow for container gardens, container plants. I got some of the Walmart. I wanted to try different ones. So I'm keeping a record of what plants I grew in those soils to see what does better. Italian sloppy joes with mozzarella toasted. Oh, yeah. I might like it more if I added mozzarella cheese to it. I'm going to write that down too. I need to get my butt in the shower. If I do, I spend forever in there because I just love the hot water hitting on me. All in all, we spent almost $2,000 already just on everything gardening. With all the fertilizers, all the soil, everything I've gotten, all about $2,000. But now we won't need to do all that. I'll have plenty of fertilizers and things. I do have to go get some bigger pots. I'll have to hit the Dollar Tree because I am not going to buy big, expensive pots. Where's my phone? I have buttermilk. I believe I have some downstairs. I have panko too. Oh, I'm trying that. Shift kicker. I am trying that. Oh. Always can count on shift kicker. I can count on all of you guys giving me good ideas for recipes. Let's see. I'm going to write that down here. Shift kicker. Recipe. When I do the video, I'm going to make sure that I call her out. I'm going to call you out and say, this is from Shift Kicker. Same thing with these other recipes. I'm going to make sure that, what was that, Sandra Marty. And who said about the bourbon? Steel and Tree. Kicking at Homestead. Yep. If I make this stuff, I'll make sure I shout you guys out. Say, this is from recipes from our people. Yeah, because I have the Walmart Parmesan and garlic packets that I've been using, but I'm running out of those. So I use them on my chicken wings. But I'm not getting any more. I can make my own now that I have this recipe. Hey, Full Monty. Onion, cucumber, broccoli, cherry tomatoes. And yeah, I bet you my kids would like that one. because they like the rotini pasta with the onions. No, with the cucumbers, tomatoes, and my daughter loves ranch dressing. Hey, as above, how you doing? Onion, cucumber. I can't wait till my cucumbers and all that stuff starts growing. I can. I'm writing this down. Because I had free coupons for Hell of a Good products, and I got some ranch, buttermilk ranch dip. Yeah. How you doing, Full Monty? I'm just about ready to shut it down in 4 minutes. I've been on for an hour and a half. And to be honest, my feet are getting cold. It's cooler in the house than it is outside. Plus, I got to go out and check on everything in the greenhouse. And I think I might have to roll in another hour, maybe pull up the windows and keep that heat in there for the nighttime. And then I got to start on Chris's steaks and the potatoes. And I'm doing a video on that. Hey, Heroic, how you doing? We never got the t-shirts you sent out, honey. Did they go back to you a second time already? Because I know you said you got them back and you asked my address again, but we haven't gotten anything. Because I would do a video, an unboxing video, if I got them. So I just wanted you to know we didn't get anything. I just got the potatoes from Firefly. And I did a video on that, but I always do an unboxing video. So you might want to check on that if you sent them out, because we never got anything. I don't understand why it's getting sent back. That's weird, because I checked the email that I sent it to you and the address was fine. Huh. You don't have to send anything, honestly. I just wanted to make sure you're not wasting your money on mailing this stuff out and it's not getting here. My toes are getting cold. Oh my gosh. Has any of you guys ever used the Dr. Earth products? I know, oh, and I got my trifecta in from M.I. Gardner. So I just brought that outside. I might use that on some of my onions. I wish I had ordered it before so I could have put it in with my plants, because you only use it once per season. And I already planted, unless I start some new potatoes or something in the buckets again, more, but I have a lot, and throw some trifecta in there because I really wanted to try the trifecta. But Deep South Homestead used Dr. Earth in a couple of their videos. So I got the Pump and Grow. It's literally all mixed up for you. You just squirt one thing at the base of the plant or near the root when you're transplanting it. And I did that today, so we'll see how that works. But they have like fish bone meal, bat guano, alfalfa meal, and they everybody raves about Dr. Earth. So I got 6 bags coming of the I stocked up on fertilizer so that I'll have it for next year, and I won't have to worry about it not having enough to start my plants next year. I always do that. Like this summer, like last summer, I stocked up on soil, tons and tons of soil. We used what we had. We had to get more because he built more raised beds. But I always put it in the shed over the winter so that I don't have to run out when it's time for me to start planting. But now all the raised beds are filled. We may put one more. I'm not sure what we were talking about it. So if we do, I'll be buying. I also want to get a bunch more potting mix to put away so that when I start new containers next year, depends on how well I do this year. If I do well, I'm going to do a lot more plants next year. Try different things. But Dr. Earth is pretty good. They get all the food scraps and the bad, the produce that's going out at the stores. They pick it all up and they use it to make their compost. There's a whole booklet on safe, sustainable organic products and the whole process they use. And everybody talk and raves about it, so I got it. So I'm using it for the first time this year. We'll see. But I also have Miracle Grow. I stocked up on Miracle Grow plant feed. I have 10-10-10. I have Trifecta. I got a lot of the Alaska fish emulsion. I stocked up on that too. I just want different ones so that I know I have an abundant supply for me to start growing next year. Yeah, I know all about that, Louis, but a lot of my time is valuable and I don't always have the time to do all that. I watch Pinball do the bone meal and I just haven't been pressure canning or making anything with chicken bones. A lot of my stuff is boneless chicken. And I don't have the freezer space to save the bones for a later date. So I've been stocking up on fertilizer, soils, everything like that, so that next year, if there's a shortage or they run out for next year, this year, we can't get any, I will have what I need. Super Soak. Hello. Don't have to freeze the veggies in the freezer during the winter for what? I don't know. I lost you. I have, as above, I have my notebook here and I have all my notebook. I figured this would be easier for my little pea brain if I did a separate one calendar for each vegetable that's important to me. The potatoes, the cucumbers, the tomatoes, and the onions are the most important to me. And then I have one that has like all the general ones, like the lettuce and the radishes and things. I don't really pay attention to the radishes because I know how to grow radishes. But anything else, and I put when I started it, what I use for soil and what I use for fertilizer, so that if it doesn't take, I'll try a different fertilizer or a different soil next year. And it's easier for me to just go through, okay, let me do my onion one when I work on my onions. And then in this notebook here, I just keep every time I go outside or I do something, I put the date and what I did. Like when I started all the seeds, I wrote down, okay, straight 8 cukes, heirloom, on the grow shelf inside, 6 of those. 4 M.I. Gardner National Pickling, heirloom carrots, and then when I went outside, I did 4-9 outside raised beds potatoes, what I used for and I just like the different kind of potatoes. The red Pontiac I used, those are in the 4x4 raised bed. And then a 4x8 raised bed, I did the russet Burbanks and red Norlands, and I used Happy Frog because I had some Happy Frog left. I even wrote down how much I paid for them, the starts, and what nursery I got them at, where I got them. So that way I know, okay, if the Dixondale onion starts didn't do well, I may not go with that company anymore. And then what soil? Coast of Maine soil on that day for the Bibb lettuce and da 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 da. So it just helps me kind of know what I'm doing. Hey Jeff. Chin Ninja. I have to have everything written down. Even if it takes me forever, I'll stop what I'm doing, write it down, and take my time. I have to learn to take my time. Last year, All I did was throw my seeds into the soil. I never fed anything. I never fed any of my plants last year, every 2 weeks or whatever. Never. And I noticed that my tomatoes were softer, and but we did get a lot of rain, so a lot of it got ruined. This year I'm taking the time. I am going to get going, guys. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. I'll an hour and 45. An hour and 15 minutes. I'll do. 5 more minutes. It'll bring it close a little after 3, because then I really have to get things going. I got laundry. I think I got to go put downstairs too. Bare truth. What have you been up to today, Jeff? We were just talking about anything and everything. Yeah, I've been on for an hour. It'll be an hour. It's an hour and 36 minutes right now. I had to wait until I could sit down. When Crazy Irish was on with Bushcraft and TJ and Giggles and Trust, I was in and out doing things, and I'd come for a cigarette break, and I couldn't jump on because I had things to do. And finally, I finished everything major, and now I've been on for an hour, and I'm an hour and a half. And I got to go back out to the greenhouse now and see how it is in there. And I'm making Chris steaks tonight for dinner, and Firefly sent me the salt potatoes, so I'm going to make those, and I'm going to do a video on that. And yeah, and then I got 2 baskets of laundry on my bed I got to fold. I put them off. I dumped them on my bed, so now I actually got to fold them so I can climb into bed later. Yeah, honey. Are you going to be on anywhere tonight, Jeff? I pop into 101 on my phone when I'm laying down. I pop in there. I don't always say anything because I can't type on my phone. I have such fat fingers. It's just too much for me to type on my phone. So I just listen and watch. And but yeah, I gotta go check on the plants in the greenhouse because I repotted some and added fish emulsion. So I want to see if they're not hanging on for dear life. I probably will know better tomorrow. But it's 3 o'clock here, so I'm gonna. Well, I'll look for you if I pop in there. I'm making Chris steaks and stuff, so by the time I get all the dishes cleaned up, because I never know when he's coming home. So last night I cleaned up the kitchen. It was like 9 o'clock. I laid down after dinner, watched something, and then I went and I cleaned up the kitchen. And so it's been late nights. And he had to go to work at 4 something this morning, so I believe it was. I'm losing track because every morning it's like 4:45. He's got to go in. It's different. So I have to get out of his bedroom over here. It is so windy right now. Insane. So I'm going to go and see if I need to close up the windows in there in the greenhouse. Yeah, Dawn, I know. I know. And I'm going to let it ride because I just got some of these stocks. So literally this morning. So I didn't invest a whole lot. So I'm just going to let it ride. I know going into it, I may lose. So I'm just going to let it be. Yeah. The only one that seems to be still doing okay is that green, the Genworth one. That never seems to lose. BJ's Kraft went down. Kraft went down 0.91. And BJ's went down 0.23, 2.35. Even my ADT went down. Oh. General Mills went down 16 cents. That's all right. I just started it. So, anyways, I only put it in if I knew I could spare it. So everybody have a great day. It was nice. I'm so grateful for all the notes now because I'm going to try these things. And I've been hankering for that Jello pretzel pie. So I might do that again because I have bags of pretzels that I bought and tons of Jello. And I've been hankering for it. So I got that recipe from Jeff at Bare Truth, and that was fabulous. I might make that. Maybe tomorrow I'll make that. All right, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you all soon somewhere around Tube.